follow-up to a story we first told you about back in March. A groundbreaking study led by researchers right here in the Roanoke Valley is finally underway. It's all to help children who have suffered strokes. As 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett shows us, researchers are using what they've learned to help change children's lives.
Kelsey Burke's days at the office are filled with toys and playtime.
Good scoop.
She's an occupational research therapist in Roanoke and works with babies who've had a stroke.
We'll help them get dressed, maybe brush their teeth, work on feeding with snacks and meals, and just play with them basically.
Those babies are usually weaker on one side of their bodies and can develop serious physical or cognitive disabilities. A new clinical trial could change their outcomes.
We're hoping to really pave the way for the therapy world in the future.
The Fralin Biomedical Research Institute at Virginia Tech Carilion received a $13.5 million grant from the National Institutes of Health for the Phase 3 clinical trial, and it's the first of its kind in the country. This week, Burke and about 24 therapists from across the U.S. trained at the Institute, learning a new specialized therapy called iAcquire. Therapists put a cast on a child's dominant arm to strengthen their weaker side. They'll work with babies for 3 or 6 hours a day for a month and track their progress 6 months later. Starting in August, therapists will treat about 240 8 to 24-month-olds at 12 sites across the country over the next 5 years. If this trial's a success, lead principal investigator Sharon Ramey hopes this intensive therapy will become the new standard of care across the country.
Translate that finding into real practice.
Teaching babies to move and be confident.
They'll be like, I can do it, or I did it, and you're just like, try to fight back tears. You're like, you can do it.
In Roanoke, Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.